Hello, Vaj. Hey. Hello. So, welcome, part 121 of the Game Engine Coding live stream. Let's get the live stream up on my laptop. Need to open the window. There we go. And we are going to continue with the menu system and the button group. It's wrapping up the button group. We was almost there. The match all button widths optional. Okay, so what we want to do, because currently if I run it, the buttons have a, obviously, you know, the padding and, where is it? And there we go. So they have their own sort of like their own like padding, blah blah blah, but they have, and the width is based around the content inside. So what I want to say is, can I override that by doing, if I say add the button, if I do button dot set minimum width, let's say 400. So if I do a minimum width for 400, will they still look okay in terms of the text and whatnot? If they do, then that's pretty easy fix, thing to do. Got to keep track of which one's the biggest and set more to that. That's pretty easy to do. Not a big deal. And we'll have a thing where overall style, so we don't actually. Yeah, see, they all look. Yeah, see, that looks a lot better now. That's like so easy to do. Oh yeah, no, actually I've got it with the overall style. So actually, no, that's just match all button widths. I want to setter and getter for minimum button width as well. Obviously, so it's on the assumption that we don't set something too small, but the button in the background handles that and prevents you from doing it, but that's up to you. But I saw your video about how to connect PS4 controller to our PS3. Great. If you have any questions, whack it in the Discord channel. There's a link in the description. There is an RPCS3 channel. There's no need to tag me as a lot of people do. The whole point of the Discord group that has over 2,000 members is for people to help each other. You know, I dip in and help as much as I can, but you know, there's only so much I can do. Hence, you know, that community there. Match all button widths. Okay, so button group. Well, first of all, on add button, I'm gonna have a const bool reset width for all buttons. By default is equal to true. That's what we'll say. Copy that, paste it here, and here we go. Should the buttons have the same remove button? I mean, should I do it there or not? You can set the width after, so that's not really much of an issue. Okay, thanks, man. I was trying to ask about some questions. Yeah, just post in the Discord group. That's the best place. Okay, so well, before we do the minimum width, we'll literally just keep track. Oh yeah, I need to comment this as well. We'll say, not much to say, current mouse state Should I ask questions in the general chat? No, there's a channel called RPCS3. So if you just scroll down to like I think it's called Emulator and Games or Emulation and Games, there's a channel in there called RPCS3. If there's that's the best thing, to always have a look at the channel names. If there's a question you have that's not relevant to any of the channels you don't think, then feel free to post in a general channel for one of the subcategories. If not, just post in the overall general one. Sorry, I'm asking too many questions. I just don't want to break the rules. It's fine. That I'm not that strict with the rules on there. As long as you don't spam, post inappropriate stuff, I don't really care. I mean, even if you post it in the wrong channel, worst case, I'll just ask you to post in the other one. But I mean, I ain't strict like how some people are. Yeah, so obviously if everyone posted in the correct channel, it'd be great, but you know, it's not the end of the world. At the end of the day, in the long run, we're all dead anyway. No one's gonna really care if we post it in the RPCS3 channel or the general channel. Who cares? For everyone else watching, episode 3 of the Just Average podcast is available this morning. So I talk with my little sister, Alicia, and she's a high school student, so it's a very interesting take on a lot of life stuff, because usually it's a lot different. I'll link you to this one so you can see it from there, and the podcast in general. Plus you got all the other podcasts there, so you can check it out. Feel free to check this out. And I'm thinking about starting another podcast, and that's just going to be about business. Mainly me, might have the odd guest, but mainly me. Just talking about my experience of business. Think about calling it $1 trillion journey, because that's my goal, is to become the first self-made trillionaire, and I actually mean that, and not in some sort of inflated currency, in some decent currency like the dollar or the pound. Obviously nowhere near that, not even at the millionaire level yet, but just documenting the journey. There's a lot that I've learned over the past decade of doing business, and just documenting it. I'm inspired by the Steve Bartlett, I think Stephen Bartlett, Steve probably stands for Steve Bartlett podcast. So, the Diary of a CEO. If you have any feedback on that, if you would want to see it, not want to see it, let me know, or hear it, I should say. Okay, so this is a float. Let's go minimum width. This by default is set to 0. Nah, it won't be set to 0. I'll set it to whatever. I'll have something here. This will be 0, but yep. Minimum width. Minimum width. Don't actually need a semicolon there, to be fair. So we'll say if button dot get width is greater than minimum width, then we need to update the width. And if this is true as well, and then that's a big one, we'll say underscore minimum width equals button. Now I'm just gonna get this as a variable, reduce the number of function calls, float full stop, or is this English? Okay, and we'll also say that's at the point where we need to reset everything. We'll say for auto button, let's go buttons, we'll say button dot set so this should just match. I think that should pretty much just match the size of all the buttons now, I guess. Have a look. Yeah, download a plugin where it gets rid of all video at the front. Let's get rid of distractions. While that does that, I was going to get my compression sleeve and whack that on. That still looks like setting it to 400. Okay, so let's have a look. Nope, not working. I don't see why that would change anything. Leaving gain in there. Easy way to find out if I do 500, if it, that means it's gain in there. No. Ooh, no. we're looking for 600. I mean, it should get in here. Can reset width for all buttons. Make sure that's true. It's true. Didn't do for the last one. Don't know why there's an extra line there. Nope, but no feature that I want is order button positioning inline horizontally and vertically method. I also want this to have gap amount parameter. Okay, so match all button widths. Oh, so the last one wasn't actually getting there. Where's the SPD log? I've got one here somewhere. Let me get rid of this. SPD log colon info or what would happen if I put 64 in? Is that a good size for everything? Let's just check this. I mean, is that the same size? I mean, that's close, but it's not the same size. 64 will be the first one then. The width. Oh, what is width returning? Yeah, it should be the background. That's the weird thing about it. If I put, instead of play, put a bunch of text, so does that mean this will have a bigger width? Still coming up with 64. Oh, is the width? Is it generated on draw by any chance? I feel like it might be, or an update. Oh, no. No, that isn't. Oh, not at all. No, that's not update. That's draw. Search for it. Update. Go to one of the button styles, go to definition. The colors, character size levels. Let's have a look at the button again. If I say the set text method, set text, still coming up 64. No, so B64 is from here. Button 64. Now where's 64 coming from then? That's running regular button. Character size could be that. So if I was to Oh, actually, I want to see if the other side is coming up. 128. Label character size. Where the padding gets set. Set character size, set position, set size, blah blah blah. You must. Hopefully that's a VC142 error. Or something along those lines. Don't know what the hell that error is. Oh, yep. The fact that this is trying to pass in the Vic and he didn't know what to do with it. Throw in an error. Those are the actual sizes, so like 282 is that. Get width, gets the width. see what this one does. Make sure it's doing the right thing. Same thing as get size, but just for X. That's weird. Nope. Let me try something. Let me go to button group, and what I'll do, I'll comment this out. I'll say for every button that is drawn, I will grab the size of it. So I'll do spd log colon info button dot get width. Destroy that. That's always switching between what size we get. 199.231.346, 199.231.346. Okay, I'm assuming that those are the right sizes, because say in here I'll set it back to that. See what we get now. Yeah, so the second one a bit bigger, 231. So that's the width it should be. So if I do this, so if I just hard code that in just for testing purposes. There's the add button, 231. Hey dude, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Slicks, hope you're doing well as well. Okay, but then, okay, so that's another issue. Does it affect the last one? Like that last one does not want to get affected by this. Oh yeah, why would it? This will fix the issue, I believe. And then it's got the issue of why they're not actually setting up properly. Maybe if this fix that other issue as well. It's possible. It's almost don't know why this open for. Let's try it. Never know. If it does, great. If not, not so great. Nope. So at that point, what is it? It's got would it make a difference if at that point I was to draw it? Just want to test what I've got each one of them, so I'll just draw in it once. seems the same result. 199.231.219. Nice update, isn't it? That was meant to be testing like this, not the other one. DT, don't you? Okay, so something in the update CPP. The update method, I should say, not the update CPP. This one, yeah. Let's get rid of this. Let me try that. I feel like it's the set button style stuff. Oh, I'll check. So that's not breaking it. Most likely it's going to be this then. Okay. Do I already do set button style? Did I comment that bad boy out? No. Commented it back in. If that works, then I think we're all good to go, I guess. No, 1 second. So if that works now, then we're all good. Let's see. So annoying. Is that in the update method? Is that set button style? We do that as false as well. back in a second. Actually, one moment. Hi, so now I made an exit button for Flappy Bird SML C++, but what is the code to make the game quit when the button is pressed? So let me rejig my mind on that code. If I type that in, will that come up? Will that come up with that code? Okay, so if I go to the extras, so final. Go to main. So we're in Sonar game. It is technically using a version of the engine. This is technically using a version of the engine. Oh my god, like the engine's dating this far back? This dates back. Base game engine setup. This literally is dating this. The game class in this tutorial, but yeah, this is dating this far back. It's insane. So this is dating as far back as 2017. Yeah. But this engine is dating back almost half a decade. And when I think of it like that, this engine's like half a decade old. Okay, so I'll look at this for you. So in here, the while it's open, you basically need to get out this while loop. That's what you need to do. And then you are in an active state like an update method. What you could do is C++ exit program is then exit method. Try that. Try exit. But I guess you'll probably do exit underscore success, or there must be some success flag that you can do. Try that. Still same. So good luck. The engine's dating that far back. That's insane. Okay, so I'm gonna open the window because it's warm in here. Okay, so tried so much, still not working. Like I'm getting closer to it. I know I can feel it, but I want that to be buttons. For starters, then I'm gonna change jack. But the update method. Within the set scale, and in there you set the size. So why do we not know the label size at this point? We don't, because of set text. Set text. Does set text do? No, you set text. Reset button size. I set to true. I would get into here. I mean, I doubt that's still true, but let's have a look. Clearly is not. Let me reset this. So at that point, what is the width? SPD log : info get width. It's really what I want to know. VC1.2 array, so we can ignore that, but before we do, there is a let's get that. For some reason at this point it is still 64. have to have a look after. That's not enough. I'll have to look at later. I'll leave it here. I'll wrap up, give it a build, and then we'll give it a commit as well. I'm going to say menu, I'll say button group, minimum width, no, matching with networking. I think we only started on this today, so it's fine. It's not ideal, but it is still fine. This is 122, 53, push origin, here we go. Okay, so that is it. I want to thank everyone for watching and your comments, and I'll see everyone tomorrow for another live stream. Stay frosty and